Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In this video, I got something that I guarantee you guys are going to love, especially if you're a big Chris Paul CP3 fan. We just got some crazy news regarding his future and what Chris Paul plans on doing when it comes to his NBA career. We just got a big report that Chris Paul could be leaving the Suns. So simply, if you're a big Chris Paul fan and you want to know what's up when it comes to him making a big decision this summer, you're gonna love this video. I'm gonna be talking all about that. But quickly before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and you love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. It would help with the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about Chris Paul. Chris Paul is having a phenomenal season with the Suns. During this past offseason, he was traded from OKC to the Suns, and 1000% is a big reason why they are where they are. They ended the regular season with the second best record in the Western Conference, and as we speak, they could potentially eliminate the Lakers from NBA playoff contention. I'm making this video as the series is 3-2 with the Phoenix Suns leading it. When talking about stats alone, Chris Paul put up some amazing numbers this year. He averaged about 16.4 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, 8.9 assists, 1.4 steals, and 0.3 blocks. And when talking about his efficiency, Chris Paul is amazing as usual. He averaged about 50% at the field goal and a career high of 93% at the free throw. Chris Paul, in my opinion, is one of the best point guards in NBA history. We all know what Chris Paul brings to the table: a lot of NBA experience, leadership, and of course his high basketball IQ. And I genuinely believe whatever team he's on, he makes such a huge impact. I consider Chris Paul as a very unique point guard. When talking about last season, Chris Paul took OKC all the way to the NBA playoffs. Last year, after trading away Russell Westbrook and Paul George, nobody thought that OKC would have a chance at all. And the fact that Chris Paul led a young team of SGA, Shai Gilgeous, Lou Dort, and even Steven Adams to the NBA playoffs and almost beating the Houston Rockets in a Game 7 series. Chris Paul was 35 at that time, but he was playing basketball as if he was in his prime. But we just got a crazy report today that's kind of shaking the NBA. This was the report. Chris Paul intends to decline his $44 million player option with the Phoenix Suns this offseason. From what this says, Chris Paul will be a 2021 offseason free agent. I'm telling you this is a big deal. Chris Paul was supposed to be the third most highest paid player during the season, and honestly, turning down $44 million, it's kind of unexpected. NBA players work hard every single day trying to earn an NBA contract, and some NBA players get no more than $10 million for multiple seasons. And the fact that Chris Paul is getting $44 million in one season and he's rejecting it, I'm kind of surprised. Eric Pincus of Bleacher Report says this: Paul has a $44.4 million player option, which according to several sources, he intends to decline with hopes of inking a new multi-year deal, perhaps in the $100 million range over 3 seasons. It's unclear if his recent shoulder injury changes his plans. With Chris Paul being a quality leader and an ace point guard, I still believe wherever he goes, he's gonna get a lot of money. But the point is, I do believe this report could have been reported before his shoulder injury. We all know right now during the Lakers series, Chris Paul has been dealing with a shoulder injury, and from what it looks like, he's still dealing with it. So maybe if this shoulder injury is a longer issue, Chris Paul might actually opt in. But in my opinion, if Chris Paul is healthy and he opts out of his contract, which is smart to do, he could be getting paid more than $100 million in 3 years. I believe he could be worth 120 to the 130 range. So now the question is, if Chris Paul opts out, where will he sign? Which team is the perfect spot for him? And in this video, I'm going to be talking about some teams that I believe would be great fits. The first team is pretty simple, and that's Chris Paul staying with the Suns, because if Chris Paul ultimately opts out, he gets 2 options: a good amount of money, and of course playing for a pretty good team. If Chris Paul opts out of this summer, he would actually be eligible for a 3-year, $140 million deal with the Suns, and the max he can get from another team is $136 million, which means the Suns could be offering him the most money possible. In the Suns' perspective, they have to be smart. They have to know that Chris Paul is going to be about 40 years old if he signs a 3-year contract. And then, of course, they all know his injury history. So I'm not sure the Suns would do it. And of course, this upcoming summer, they have a lot of questions surrounding DeAndre Ayton and Mikal Bridges. They're also up for a contract extension. And from what we're hearing, both players also want a lot of money. So the question is, should you sign a veteran leader of Chris Paul or go with your future of DeAndre Ayton and Mikal Bridges? That is the biggest question this summer. In my opinion, I would say Chris Paul would prefer to stay with the Suns. He is their leader, he is their mentor, but honestly in the NBA, anything can happen. And that's why I'm talking about this next scenario. The next scenario is the possibility of Chris Paul going to the Lakers and joining LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and I believe this would be amazing and absolutely super team situation. We all know Chris Paul has been linked to the Lakers on multiple occasions. Him and LeBron James has such a strong relationship. These two guys are boys. They're actually good friends out of basketball. And with the Lakers always in search for a superstar point guard, Chris Paul could be their answer, as the Lakers are true contenders. As long as the Lakers have LeBron James on the roster, I do believe their mentality is to win now, and that's why with Chris Paul having 0 NBA championships, going to a real contender to simply bring a lot to the table, be their playmaker, shooter, facilitator, I believe Chris Paul, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis would simply be an amazing team. The Lakers point guard right now, Dennis Schroeder, was just offered a 4-year, $80 million contract extension, which he actually rejected. And from what we're hearing, Dennis Schroeder is going to leave the Lakers this summer and maybe sign with another team, get more money, and that's why with the Lakers looking for a point guard, Chris Paul would be the perfect idea. The only problem with CP3 going to the Lakers is the financial point of view. I don't believe the Lakers have enough money to offer him $130 million over 3 years or $140 million. I do believe the most they can offer him is about $90 million. So it's all up to Chris Paul. If he wants financial stability, maybe staying with the Suns or going somewhere else might be the better idea. But if he wants a championship, going to the Lakers where they have a prime Anthony Davis and of course LeBron is still LeBron, I believe that would be great for Chris Paul's career and of course in a way win a championship before he retire. A lot of NBA fans want to see CP3 holding a ring, and I believe with the Lakers, it increases his chances to another level. If I were to dream and would wish Chris Paul would be going somewhere, my guess, my wish, is him wearing the purple and gold. But yes guys, this wraps up my video for today talking about Chris Paul and how he's opted out of his player option and some teams that I believe are realistic situations. What's most important to me is I want to know your thoughts. What do you believe Chris Paul should do? What do you believe Chris Paul will do? Put your thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!